Cornell, obviously last year in this game, Ohio State's cornerbacks had a lot of success matching up with the receivers. Most of those guys are gone at this point. What do you see from this group, and how do you look to improve on what happened a year ago in the passing game?
I feel like the wide receivers here at Clemson, we've been challenged by Coach Sweeney, and Coach Grish to really go out there and make a statement. The game's gonna really come down to us being able to make one-on-one plays, and we have a ton of respect for their DBs this year, as well as last year as well. And we just want to go out there and make sure that we do enough to ensure that we get the win.
Now go to Trevor Groves from cutigers.com.
Cornell, how much does it mean to you to be on this stage and have such a huge role in this game, just at a personal level as opposed to last year? And have you made a decision about your future, about coming back next year? Or are you going to wait to see how things play out?
It means a lot to be able to go out there and and do my thing and with my brothers alongside them, and just have that weight on my shoulders. That's why you come to Clemson for games like this, to play the Ohio States and the Notre Dames and stuff. And so you just gotta be ready for the moment. It's all about the preparation. And so when Friday comes, I want to be sure that I did enough to prepare and be ready to go out there and execute our game plan. And as far as the future, I'm just really focused on Ohio State and winning this game and making sure that I play my best 4 quarters.
We'll now go to Dan Hope from 11 Warriors.
Hey, Cornell, just studying the Ohio State secondary, what do you see in them? Maybe how do they compare to what you guys saw from them last year?
It's really not a drop-off. Those guys are great. On this stage in the college football playoffs, you play the best of the best. So, you just really go out there. You gotta try to win your matchups, and also remember that, those guys are D1. Those guys are NFL-ready guys as well. So you just got to go out there and play your game and be able to execute and dominate.
We'll go to Matt Connolly from The State.
Hey, Cornell. Trevor spoke earlier about how big this year was for you and how if this season didn't happen, you don't have the breakout year, and who knows your future-wise. Just what has this year meant to you? What do you feel like it could do for you in the future? And then earning a spot in the Senior Bowl, what did that mean for you?
Oh, I feel like this year has been crazy, but it's also been amazing, man. I really want to give, really all the glory to God, just allowing it to happen. And the season, not knowing whether it was going to be able to come back and play or not, I grew a greater appreciation for the game, and just wanted to make sure that, we never know how many games we're going to get. So each game, go out there and play it like it should last. And I really feel like it helped in a way. It helped push me more. I was already dedicated and locked in. I had changed the way I prepared, the way I focused, everything. And then everything happened with COVID. When we finally got a chance to come back to the facility and actually play and practice, it was just a different level of energy and intensity within the locker room that I haven't seen before. And I knew that it was going to be a special year, and I just wanted to make sure that I did everything possible each week to make sure, because we never knew we was going to have another week.
We'll go to David Hale. Excuse me. Continue. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, just as far as your future, getting a Senior Bowl invite and then just looking at big picture in NFL, just what could that mean for you?
Being able to get a Senior Bowl invite is a blessing, and I'm just grateful for the opportunity. And I want to take advantage of that opportunity and go out there and showcase my talent, against the best of the best around the country. And, obviously it's going to be big for my future, depending on how I go out there and perform. So.
And now we'll go to David Hale from ESPN.
Hey, Cornell, you guys, or you in particular, were part of speaking out very vocally and I think very helpfully and importantly over the summer during the social justice movement and putting the protest together there. At the same time, your coach was getting some criticism for maybe not saying exactly what people wanted him to say during that. I'm curious what your thoughts on that were, and what kind of conversations did you and Dabo have sort of personally about any of that? Did you come away feeling like, there was progress made in your understanding of him and his understanding of you or anything like that?
I felt like, well, first of all, me, Trevor, Mike Jones, Dan Richard, it was really Mike who sparked it off, wanting to do the peaceful protest, so kudos to him. But, during that time, we really just learned that everyone included that it's better to listen from all aspects and all sides and stuff, and ensure that you get everyone's take and everyone's feelings behind it. You can't really tell someone how to feel about a certain thing and how to react to certain things in certain ways. It was sad that what happened with George Floyd and all the other countless names, Breonna Taylor. But we wanted to make sure that we used our platform to speak out about those things. And I feel like we did a great job. And Coach Sweeney also did a great job of speaking out about it and listening to his players. And, we had a senior meeting and we just sat down and we shared a real intimate moment as men talking about it, and I really feel like he was touched and, he gained knowledge just like I gained knowledge throughout that conversation about my teammates, about their experiences and everything in between. And that really helped the push for the protest as well, So during that whole time, it was just all about just listening and really utilizing our platform to get our message across the right way that we wanted to.
Next, we'll go to Lawton Swan from ClemsonSportsTalk.com.
Hey, Cornell, just thinking about Coach Elliott and his role as the offensive coordinator. I mean, he's the guy that played wide receiver. He coaches the running backs. How does his versatility really help you guys overall as an offense, in your opinion? And, what have you learned from him during your time at Clemson?
He's been around a lot, so he's learned a lot. He's seen a lot, and he has a lot of knowledge to learn from. And he just gives us little nuggets. And most of the times it's not even about football. It's about life and being a man and being a husband and being a future father. And it's a blessing to have him around and someone who's actually been through the process. He actually went to Clemson and played wide receiver. So, it's always good to have someone like that around. But he's a huge part of our success, man. He obviously calls the plays and stuff, but he always tries to put us in the right position to be successful. So.
Next up is Nathan Baird from Cleveland.com.
Hey, do you have a greater appreciation after this season for what Travis Etienne does on the field, and what's maybe something that you're impressed with this season that you hadn't noticed as much before?
Well, since his freshman year, after his first run in camp, his first run ever in Clemson uniform in fall camp, I said, I forgot who I was talking to, but I said to one of the wide receivers, I was like, man, I thank God that he's on our team and not on someone else. And then from his freshman year till now, he's just improved. Somehow, some way he's improved and gotten better over time. But I feel like he's a better leader now in a way. He's a leader by example. He does the right things. He's not late, always on time. He just puts his head down and work. It's obviously it's different types of leaders, but I just really appreciate Travis, and obviously him being so great opens up opportunities for guys like myself, in the passing game, because everyone's focused on stopping him. So I definitely got a great appreciation for Trav.
We have time for one more quick question. Matt Connolly with The State.
You mentioned Dabo and Coach Grisham challenging the receivers. How does that look? How does he challenge you guys? What does he say? Is that in practice and meetings, or how do they go about doing that?
We're challenged, throughout the whole process, how we practice, how we meet, how we take notes, how we take care of our body, the film that we watch. And then obviously on the field, last year we watched the film and, our receiver group, we didn't feel like we made enough plays, big plays. And we want to make sure that this time around, when we get our opportunities, we get our chances, that we take advantage of those. So, it's not just all about the field. We're challenged in every aspect of the game because is really one, you know, of how you eat, how you prepare, how you rehab, how you do treatment, and everything like that. So